and welcome to this week's edition of The Spear. I'm Madison Montoya.
And I'm Sarah Biela.
The softball team hosted San Diego State last weekend. Allison Covey covered the three-game series.
The Spartans took the field at San Jose City College to take on their rival San Diego State Aztecs in Game 1 of their first conference series on Friday afternoon. 4 of SJSU's runs came in the bottom of the second inning, including Alyssa Vila's 3-run home run. The Aztecs scored 2 in the 7th, but the Spartans took Game 1 by a final score of 5-2.
It's always good to win, but what was more important is we played pretty well defensively and offensively. We capitalized on a few opportunities, and we pitched well. So we played all 3 facets fairly well. I was really pleased with the way they looked, especially today.
SJSU seeked to take the series at Foothill College on Saturday afternoon. The Spartans played the long ball as the team hit 3 home runs. Aaron, J.C. Phipps, and Cassidy Clark all hit one out of the park. SJSU clinched the series with a 6-1 victory. Caroline Bowman earned her 10th win of the season as she held the Aztecs to 1 run. On Sunday's finale, the Spartans looked to take out the brooms. Aaron had another 2 home runs, and Emma Etzninger added to the home run list with her solo homer in the 4th inning. The Spartans won by a score of 9-1 in 5 innings, with Aaron allowing just 2 hits and 1 walk.
In kind of a slump, I keep reiterating that I haven't been hitting very well. I've been really impatient, and I've really been working with our hitting coach on being patient and hitting my pitch, and I think I'm starting to do a better job at that.
On deck for SJSU is a much-anticipated matchup against the Mountain West best Boise State Broncos this weekend in Boise.
San Jose State baseball welcomed in Fresno State for a 3-game series over the weekend. Chris Estrada was there to cover the series.
Josh Goldberg had a dominant performance on the mound today, shown here striking out 2 straight batters caught looking in the 5th inning. And here he is with his take on his own performance.
Today I definitely turned it around, and I just wanted to, my main focus was throwing strikes early to allow me to go deeper into the game, which I was able to do today.
A big part of that was help from his defense, shown here with Aaron Pleshner flipping to Kylan Strom to get the force out, ending the scoring threat and holding on to the 3-0 lead to end the 6th inning. Here's Coach with his thoughts.
Oh, it was awesome. You know, when you're looking for your first conference win after a couple weeks, it's nice to be able to get that kind of performance. Obviously, it's just to have a senior go out there and put the rest of his team on his back and perform the way that he did today. Great tempo, in the zone all day. Just that is absolutely what we needed today.
Offensively, with the Spartans up 1-0 in the 3rd inning, Chris Williams lined a base into right field, scoring Strom and Pleshner and giving the Spartans an early 3-0 lead. And then Brett Bautista in the 7th lined a base into center field, setting up an opportunity. And then an errant throw by the pitcher lets Brett Bautista go into 3rd base, setting up an opportunity for Chris Williams, who then lined a bloop single into left field. Bautista comes in to score. Spartans are up 4-0. Then in the 9th, Josh Goldberg strikes out the last batter, finishing off the game. He gets the complete game, gets his 2nd win on the year. The Spartans win 4-1. Looking forward to the doubleheader. Going to the doubleheader on Sunday, the Spartans were off to a hot start once again. David Campbell got the scoring started with a sacrifice fly, but that would only be the start of a big day. Starter Andrew Mitchell strands the bases loaded in the 3rd inning, avoiding a huge threat. Mitchell ends up going 6 strong innings, only allowing a solo home run as his only run allowed. The story of the day, however, was the offense. Brett Bautista goes 2 for 4, Shane Timmons 4 for 5, David Campbell 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. All together as a team, the Spartans put up 10 runs and 16 hits, winning Game 1 10-1. In Game 3, the day got colder, and so did the bats for the Spartans. After getting 16 hits in Game 1, they were only able to get 4 hits in Game 2. The best opportunity for the Spartans came at a moment when the Spartans were down 4-2. David Campbell up with the bases loaded, only 1 out. He was able to get a fielder's choice and made it 4-3. That would be the closest the Spartans would ever get a chance of scoring again, and they fell 6-3.
Savannah Sendar has been on a tear for the Spartans on the court this year as she is undefeated with a 9-0 singles record. Sendar sat down with the Spear to discuss her tennis background.
Freshman Savannah Sendar is a beast at tennis.
I've been playing tennis since I was 8 years old, so that's exactly 10 years right now.
While Sendar calls the courts her home, tennis wasn't always her only sport.
Well, I just love sports in general. I started off playing volleyball, then I started playing soccer with it. Then my mom started playing tennis, so I wanted to play tennis too. And then it got a little busy, so I decided to drop volleyball first. Then I still didn't have enough time and I wanted to play more tennis, so I dropped soccer and I ended up playing tennis.
In high school, Sendar ranked in the Dutch women's top 80s singles and doubles and is currently undefeated in singles for the Spartans.
It's been a wonderful journey actually. I didn't expect, when I started playing tennis, I didn't expect myself to end up here, for example. I didn't expect myself to be that high in Dutch rankings. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm pretty good right now. So the next challenge is going to be staying at that level. And then in the long term, still playing number 6 right now in the lineup, so that would definitely be to move up a little bit. Yeah.
Sendar holds a strong 9-0 record this season and never fails to dominate on the court.
I try to be confident, just saying to myself that I can do it. I know I've been playing well, so I just need to trust myself. And even though if you don't really play the way you want to play, knowing that I can fight my way through it.
Fighting is definitely what she does every time she steps on the courts to show the love she has for this sport.
It's such a big part of my life. I just can't imagine myself not playing tennis. There's no way.
The tennis team was looking to bounce back at home against the Santa Clara Broncos. Asia Yee was there for the nail-biting match.
After a sweeping loss against the Gales on Friday, the Spartans were not able to redeem themselves against the Broncos with a close 4-3 finish. The Broncos crushed the Spartans at doubles 1 with a 7-5 score and doubles 2 with a 6-3 score, leaving doubles 3 left unfinished. Singles 2, Tamara Kolibrick, and singles 4, Laura Malzert, both went into their third set, but lost 4-6 and 5-7 to the Broncos. While singles didn't come any easier for the Spartans, freshman Savannah Sendar dominated number 6 singles with a 6-0 in both sets to give the Spartans the first point. Unfortunately, the Spartans took a tough loss to put them at a 2-match losing streak, but they will face UC San Diego next on March 27th.
And that's it for this week. Remember to follow The Spear on Facebook and Twitter @TheSpearSJSU.
Enjoy your spring break, Spartans. We'll see you in 2 weeks.